Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're back with the next installment of How to Make a Great Park by LynwoodCoaster. It's me, Bob, coming to you almost live. And I don't know what to say here. We started out trying to make these next two videos into one video, but it wound up being so long that I was afraid you wouldn't watch. People aren't watching the whole videos anyway, at least most people are not. So, and if I made it go any faster, if I double it up again, it would have been, 7 or 8 minutes, and you wouldn't have been able to see anything that I was doing. So anyway, I'm building something here in the center. I'm going to kind of tie all the framing to this. This is meant to be kind of the support to hold up the building, even though it would hold itself up no matter what I did. But I thought on the inside, when we ride the ride, it ought to look like there's something actually holding the building up in the air and holding the flume up in the air as well. As you can see, it didn't seem to make any difference what I do. Every time I change the color on something, the next time it comes up, I wind up with different colors. So at this point, I'm not worried about recoloring anything. We'll take care of that a little bit later. As you can see, I was trying to make this have kind of an open feel. Later on, I've decided I wanted to be more like a enclosed ride. And I wanted something on the bottom. I figured this would be a good place to hide some bathrooms. So I put the doors to the outside of the squares and stuck a couple of toilets in there, and so now they're kind of hidden and people can walk in and out the doors to use the can. This is going to be a big dance floor for all the Western hootenannies that go on. Kind of whizzing through there, but you got the idea. A place for them to gather and eat their lunch, drink their lemonade, and milk their cows. So that was kind of a close-up view of nothing. Anyway, as I went along with this, I kept thinking, okay, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? First, I wanted to make it open so you could see through the floor into the bottom, or the people could see up from the bottom. The peeps will look up at the ride above their heads no matter what. And in the end, I realized that what I kind of wanted to do was just build like a separate floor. And I wanted something that was a little more random than your basic square box. I wanted a different kind of architecture, something a little bit barn-like, and yet, I don't know if you want to call it modern, probably not modern, but, Western look. You got the old mill on the other side of the pathway, and that's kind of old school building. I started out here trying to put decorations and scenery in there, and I thought, no, that's, may as well just have some more shops. So I put the shed roofs on there, and I tried something on the outside for them to walk underneath, and didn't like the way that looked. You put the corner pieces in, and they're fine, but they got a ridge down the edge, so you kind of have to go around with individual pieces on the side, so you don't get a piece in the middle that's missing, or a piece that's anyway, you know what I mean. If you're either going to go up with straight pieces, or you're going to go up with corner pieces. If you can't go all the way up with corner pieces, which I couldn't, I decided to use straight ones. So here I'm trying to get the floor underneath so that we're covering up the stuff from down below. And like I said, I'm using these railings as kind of like walls, which, the end result was I took those out and built regular walls. But right now I was thinking this was going to be kind of cool looking. This would hold up the ceiling, plus let you see the rest of the ride as you were traveling around, being able to look through the holes in the fence. A little bit of a lattice type look. And this roof line on the top, I just went back and forth and back and forth. I thought, well, we'll do this, and then I thought, no, let's do that. And you can see here I'm building this up, and in the end I'm going to realized that if I get too high, my overhang, the eaves are going to wind up being in the coaster run itself. And of course the coaster will go right through it, but when you ride on it, it just looks like you're going to get your legs cut off by the roof parts. So we'll be taking that back out and going down a little bit lower. Yeah, that's okay. You probably won't be able to see that from the log. So I dropped the whole thing down a little bit, and then you've got some stuff when you come out, especially in the dark. You know, you come out into the night sky, and it'll be kind of fun. You'll be indoors and outdoors and indoors and outdoors, and I thought, well, that'll add some excitement, and people will have a good time riding on that. I don't know if you guys have read any of my descriptions, but a long time ago when I was young, they probably still have them, but you probably don't know it. They were called tunnels of love, where you'd take your girlfriend, you know, and ride through the dark ride. And every time it got dark, then you could kiss and make out. So this was kind of what the description was all about. You know, I'm talking about Lynwood's log of love, log flume of love. And as I went further and further along, I realized that I wanted to take some of these big open walls out. So later on, when you ride the ride, not in this video, but get to the final video, you'll see that there's not nearly as much open space. But you can see that I'm changing out the walls, but the ceiling, the roof is going to be kind of different. It's not all going to be quite the same. I like it when the buildings look different, so you don't have just one big flat, one big rectangle with all the roof lines the same. And I got to the point down here too where I decided that it'd be good to maybe use some colored glass walls, because they go in and then you can see through, and it kind of looks like what they call clear-story windows. And there they are right there. Put those in. You get down there and that one piece of roof just doesn't look right, so I had to go back down to the shed roofs and put some walls in to kind of make everything even itself back out. So anyway, we're at the end of this one, and I will see you on the next. Yeah, how you like them apples?